Hello? Don't complain that you're bored. This is supposed to be boring until I've tweeted it. So, opinions on politics? Any of you have Republican parents? Which political parties do you like? I thought I'd come on and then work out how to use the website app. I thought I'd come on. I thought I'd come on. I thought I'd come on. Hi everybody. What are we doing today? Dan, you're not Kingsley, stop. Hey. I owned this hat before Kingsley had a YouTube channel, okay? How did you feel about my new video, the hamster thing? It was nice. Hatfic, I relate. Good, that's the spectrum of responses I was expecting. Why is my face so red? Look, I'm like a giant red thing. Like a giant red thing. There we go, Dan with his extensive vocabulary right there. It would put loads of food in its cheeks, and then I'd be like, hi, and make it jump, and it would go, and spit the food out everywhere, which was really attractive. Why Suki? I don't know. Like I said, it just sounded kind of cool and Asian, I guess. So, wait, what more? Hi. What did I do? I went to the Spider-Man premiere, which was a thing. I've been home alone for a week, that's a thing. The Lonely Radio Show. The Lonely Radio Show was fine. I was invited to the premiere of The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I really loved the film. It was fun to see my friends, but, like, I don't know, I haven't spoken to you guys ever before about my general views on, like, being famous versus being a celebrity. How fame, it doesn't really mean anything. It's just basically how, like, it's just a measure, you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't mean anything. It's like if someone's just known for doing something, then they're famous, but it doesn't mean anything. But being a celebrity and, like, I don't know. I liked going to the premiere with my friends and seeing the film. Because I'm a giant freaking nerd. Because I'm a giant nerd who loves movies. The idea of going to the premiere, like, and just watching it in the same room as all the people that made it and the cast is really cool. I'm kind of appreciating the film a bit more. You know what I mean? It's like the film as this little piece of art that I really love because I'm a giant geek. It's almost like a DVD bonus feature, you know what I mean? It's like you could just watch the film, but you could watch it with a sentence said by Andrew Garfield before you watch it, and that's cool, you know what I mean? But the whole kind of posing for photos thing was like, when I'm turning up to a film and I have nothing to do with the film, and then suddenly all these people are like, hey, can I have a photo? It just makes me feel like a dick. Do you know what I mean? Because it's kind of like, I have nothing to do with the film. Why am I here? I mean, that's one way that you can look at it. Another way you can look at it is, why do you give a shit? You're just going to go watch a film. So that was the internal debate that I had, because obviously I can't do anything without criticizing myself. It was nice. I got to hang out with my friends Louise and PJ and Jack Howard and others. There was like 9 of them. It was cool. We went for pizza afterward. Suki was clearly bitten by a radioactive spider. Yeah, so like, some people seem to think that I was in any way exaggerating the moment where my hamster lifted the lid off it with all of the books on it, but I wasn't at all. Like, it literally had this much height worth of books on the tank, and it was so heavy. Basically, what it did was it used, because you know how hamsters and mice and stuff can like compress their spines into like tiny little balls to get through holes. Well, it did that, and it crammed its entire body into the slot between the sawdust and the roof, and then it just extended its spine. So basically, it was like the strength of the hamster's bones versus all of these books. You'd think that many books would be heavier than this tiny hamster's spine, but no, just freaking flipped them everywhere, and I've crapped myself. What the fuck? What am I playing with? Glowing rabbit. Cool. That's a thing that is in my hands. I don't know where this came from. Where did this come from? So who are your personal pets, not family pets? Okay, hamster, budgie, 5-foot snake, turtles, 4 ponies. Oh, la-di-da, someone has 4 ponies. We're all just jealous. I said cows, a laptop. Isn't this the revelation that everybody always has, in the sense that a baby horse is actually a foal, but a pony is actually not a horse? Ponies aren't actually horses. What about that Fault in Our Stars clip? I cried. Pretentious but cool. Yeah, well, the character of Augustus Waters is incredibly pretentious. I don't know. Oh, we're getting dangerously close to opinions here, guys. Wind it back a bit. So, Fault in Our Stars trailer, the opinion is, it was a thing that happened. Party streamer. Oh, when am I going to make a video about opinions? That's overdue. Like my typos video. I'll do that at some point. I think Game of Thrones might be my favourite TV show. I don't know what, it's just something. When that theme tune comes on, I think it's my favourite TV show. Justin Bieber, question mark. Yeah, Justin Bieber's last album was quite good. No, I'm not going to even sniff the topic of Justin Bieber. We're not... Can I have your hat? Why not? I once gave my hat to a friend and she didn't give it back for about a year. I accidentally got so nocturnal earlier this week. I was awake at 5 a.m. the other day. Anyone that is awake until 1 or 2 a.m. and you're a teenager, you're probably not getting enough sleep. It's like, why do I stay up till 2 or 3 a.m? Because I don't have to get up in the mornings for anything, generally speaking. At 7 a.m. England time, a lot of people in England are asleep and all the people in America are asleep, so there's not much for my life to be happening then. Whereas at 1 a.m, you have nocturnal English people awake, and then everyone in New York and LA and across America awake. So that's quite good for my lifestyle. So midnight is midnight, right? And then 1 a.m. is late. 2 a.m, 3 a.m, that's really late. I mean, 3 a.m, I remember when I was a kid, 3 a.m. was the depth of the night. 3 a.m. is when people wake up in horror movies. When you can hear birds, it's just when you stay up and you see the sun start to rise when you're in bed. Yeah, Coachella, when Gwen Stefani came on and did Holla Back Girl, I was like, it's like I'm 12 again. Because I bought Gwen Stefani's album when I was 12. I was probably listening to Gwen Stefani as I cleaned my hamster tank. That's what Dan was doing when he was 12. Who would you give the award to for funniest Twitter though? Jack Barakat said, so many people in caps lock. Okay, he gets an award. Patrick Stump is so funny. Patrick Stump gets an award. Okay, so can I talk about bakeries? I hate bakeries. In London, there are many bakeries everywhere, which you would think is a quality of life improvement. No. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing, okay? I'm talking about a place that you walk past, and then it's got loads of cute cupcakes in the corner, and you're just like, how the hell am I? How as a human am I supposed to not buy 15 cupcakes and a pecan tart and some banana loaf and a freaking carrot cake slice and this whole bunch of chocolates and this meringue and this I hate you? Especially because people are like, hey, lunchtime offer, tea and scones for £2, and I'm like, oh my god, you said scone wrong. What did I say? Scone. Scone. It's definitely pronounced scone. Don't be a peasant. I'm joking. WTF are you holding? I'm holding a rabbit. I don't know where it came. I have no idea where it came from. It was just there. Come on. Get funky. Wow, there we go. Why don't you like Supernatural? When did I say I don't like Supernatural? Did someone tell you I don't like Supernatural? Slap them! I'm joking. Don't hurt people. Even verbally across the internet. I have never watched Supernatural. I feel like I'm saving Supernatural for a time when I break my legs or something and I have to just stay in hospital doing nothing all day. I feel like I could just watch every season of Supernatural in a week and just ruin my life. I might just deliberately break my legs so I have an excuse to watch Supernatural. That sounds pretty good. That sounds like a good lifestyle choice. Ed Sheeran, what happened with that? Jeez. So Ed Sheeran has Too much fluff going on there. I was contacted by Ed Sheeran's record label, who said that to promote Ed Sheeran's new single, he was going to do a live Q&A, and because they were doing it on YouTube and they were borrowing the YouTube creator space to do it, they just wanted a YouTuber to just sit and ask Ed Sheeran questions. And I was like, wow, this sounds cool. And so I got really excited when on Sunday morning I got a call, and basically they were afraid that because I am also on Radio 1 and Ed Sheeran was coming straight off Radio 1 to do this thing, they'd be showing too much bias to Radio 1 as a radio station. And I was like, what? No, I'm a YouTuber. Fuck the radio, I'm a YouTuber. And they were like, okay, we'll think about it. And I was like, okay, they'll change their minds and then they'll come back to me. They just didn't call me back. I log on to YouTube, and guess who's replaced me? Fucking Jack Harries. Of course it was Jack. Fuck's sake. I love Jack very much, but it was very funny. I was just like, are you serious? And you didn't even call me to say you were doing it? So, yeah. I was invited, presumably, to just go and watch it, like a few people did, but then I was like, no, I just stay at home and be sad. So that was my opportunity to forge a meaningful friendship with Ed Sheeran. Shot! I wasn't actually very sad. Don't get me wrong, this wasn't a big deal. I didn't care that much. Life goes on, but it was pretty funny. Why were you watching Drag Race with Ruro? Last week I had some friends round, and my friend Adam watches RuPaul's Drag Race. Have you guys ever watched this? I'd never seen it before. It's exactly the same as America's Next Top Model, but about drag queens instead of America's Next Top Model. Ruro's name is Adam. Nope. It's one of those programs that like America's Next Top Model and The Apprentice, they edit things to make it look like everyone's really dramatic when it's probably not. So imagine someone said, hey, I really want a sandwich for lunch, but then they cut to someone and someone's gone, that bitch, do you like cider? It's tasty. If you're a young person that has never had cider before, and I was about to give you the worst advice as a responsible adult. Never mind. Can you get Phil? Said somebody. I could get Phil, but he's about 17,000 miles away from me right now. Say hi to Morocco, please. I went to Morocco once. I got sunstroke. That's an anecdote. I'll write that in my video text thing. I'm deciding what I'm doing for the foreseeable future. I'm making plans, and I'm probably going to start doing them in a few months. Things with Phil, things myself. Look forward to in 8 months' time when this is total bullshit and nothing's changed. Nothing is a commitment. Vague.com. I remember the first time I ever showed my friends 2 Girls One Cup, and they had the funniest damn reaction ever. I'm talking about my high school friends here when I was 17. I was at my friend's house at a party and I loaded up 2 Girls One Cup and then I was like, hey everybody, get in the room, and then I made everyone watch it and then they were all like, ah! I wish I filmed it, because this was back in the day when people just uploaded reactions to shock sites, and literally my friends' reactions was so funny. I had a friend called Jack that nearly threw up. It was so funny. If you have not seen 2 Girls One Cup yet, I don't recommend it. But it is an important part of the history of the internet. What's your favourite shock site? I'm joking. Okay, see this notepad file here? Every single line in this notepad file, do you see them? Every single one of those is a video idea. What have I walked into? Nothing. Dan fondling a tiny plastic rabbit. Love fondling. Name the rabbit. First person to type a name names the rabbit. Sam, said somebody. Sam the rabbit. There we go. I hope you all enjoyed my hamster video. Did I bring happiness to your day by watching it? Good, because that's what this whole thing is about. Improving your day by making a stupid little video. Have fun, be happy, try to live a positive life where you are positive on the inside and the outside, so that your happiness and positivity infects others and the world slowly gets nicer. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Bye!